It's the Tell Me Something Good podcast.
Because we believe that there is still good in the world.
Hi, I'm Lori Gray.
And I'm Rob Joe. We talk about the good things happening at Christ United Methodist Church here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
And we have a little fun, too.
We're so glad you're here.
Rojo, you ready?
Yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Or podcast.
Yes, let's get this podcast on the road.
Well, hey, everybody. We are back this week. Rojo is on vacation. He is not with us, but I have somebody else that's super fun and new to Christ Church, Pastor Garrett.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Hey, we're good. So we're happy to have you on the podcast.
Hey, I'm excited to be here.
Pastor Morris is going to be really sad about this because he loves the podcast. He likes to be on it.
Yeah.
And, now we're not going to hear the end of it. But we'll deal with him later.
Yeah, we can tune that out. It's all right.
So, in true podcast form, tell me something good about this past week.
Oh, yeah.
Christ
So this week was my first week at Christ Church, and it was really a good time. Really fun staff here, I got to say. You guys have a good time.
Yeah, we do.
But it was interesting. Part of the staff was out this week because they were at Camp Gilrock. We sent about 35 kids to Camp Gilrock with a lot of other United Methodist churches in the area, and they did day camp, and it seems like it was really fun. A little bit hot, but everybody got back home safe, and seemed like it was a really good time looking at the videos and pictures from that.
Yeah, but they didn't get pictures of the snakes.
There were snakes?
There were snakes. There were two snake sightings.
Multiple snakes.
Well, I think it was the same snake, just different day.
Just wanted to say, hey,
He was just
maybe.
He's like, it was just a big black snake. It's fine. They keep the bad snakes away.
Want them to
And
come to a tree or something like that,
Yeah.
some fruit.
He was just hanging out.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yes, a tree, some fruit. I get your biblical reference there. That was they had a great week. And no rain and just hot, but they got to swim and learn about God and sing songs and do Bible stories and crafts and just hang out in the woods.
Oh, it's exciting. The
Yeah.
relationship the church has with Camp Gilrock and a couple camps in the area is neat. I look forward to the youth going to Gilrock for our fall retreat and hayride and everything. So
It's always a good time.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit less hot too.
Yeah, well, that for sure. But s'mores and hot dogs, yeah, I've done that. It's good. So we have coming up this week, we have Lunch Bunch that's going on today.
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
just a little bit.
Some special guests?
Yes, the science guys.
All right.
So a rocket scientist and
Casual, yeah.
chemist, and I don't know. And they're going to do some fun stuff. But they also did during the school year would go and talk to our after school program and did some programming for them. It was really cool.
Oh
And they
yeah, I
loved
think
it.
I saw them one time
Yeah.
wearing
They wear the
lab
lab
coat,
coats and
Bill
everything.
Nye and all that sort of
They're
stuff.
for real.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're good. So we have that, and then tomorrow is Welcome Wednesday,
Oh yeah.
and I understand you're in charge of one of the games.
I am. It's not a regular Welcome Wednesday. We're doing some Olympic stuff.
I know. It's
so-
going to be super fun. Now because I understand you're competitive,
Oh yeah.
and Pastor Morris is also very competitive.
Yeah.
So
I have to decide. It's a really tough decision.
we're going to have to...
Do I let the ball swim or do I go for it?
No, go for it.
All
Go
right.
for it. I won't say. And we'll have to get some material for the TikTok, as us old people say.
The ticky-tacky.
The TikTok.
The tic-tac.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be fun though.
It will. We're having pizza and playing the Olympic Games. Going to be a lot of people out there. But I think it's $8 for adults, $5, 4 to 11, under 4,
Yep.
eat free. And you can sign up at christgreensboro.org/events.
I mean, you are on it, and you've only been here a little over a week. You
I've
already
been
know all
practicing.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Doing it in the mirror in the morning.
Make sure you get all the things right. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff. All of our events are on there, so you can sign up.
Oh yeah,
read
lots of
about
things
them.
going on.
We have that Demystifying Disability class is kicking back off, or it's already kicked off, but it's coming back this week because this past Sunday we had your reception.
We did, and that was really nice. Overwhelming, but really nice.
Yeah, it was. There were a lot of people,
But hey, line out the door.
and your kids did so good.
Yeah, we tempted them. There was ice cream that was promised
Well,
afterwards.
You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But they're so cute. Anyway, it was a great turnout. So hopefully you felt welcome.
Oh, 100%. And the demystifies what is it? Sorry.
Demystifying disability.
There we go.
And it's
See,
a lot.
I still got work
say.
to do.
Well,
yeah.
So they have. I think we have someone coming from Reality Ministries this week. They're out of Durham.
Yeah.
And so they try to partner people with disabilities with people without them, and like work on building relationships and helping them. So it's really, I can't wait to hear about it.
Looking at the list of speakers, it's just so robust, and
it's
any
great.
week somebody can come. It seems like you really could come out
Yep.
learning something new.
And that's it. This class happens at 9:50 on Sunday mornings, right
There we
after
go.
our 9 o'clock service. So the other fun thing that is going on here is we are doing the Learn to Swim. We're supporting the Learn to Swim program with Gilbert
Yeah,
County
what are we
Schools.
doing with that?
We are collecting bathing suits and goggles and towels
Gotcha.
for second and third graders, I believe. Or you can sponsor a swimmer for $40.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. And so that's just a life-saving thing, that a skill that they can carry with them for their whole life.
It is, because, you get around bodies of water and not having the ability to swim, it's something that's,
It's scary.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. That's the whole month of July, and those items can be dropped off in our Missions Cafe anytime. And if you want to check or cash for the to sponsor a swimmer, just make sure you write the learn to swim on the memo line.
There
Yeah.
we go.
So lots of good stuff going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when does youth kick off? Like the 15th of September? Is that
Yes, the
right?
week after Labor Day.
Okay.
And it's cool. We have some youth stuff we're doing over the summer, trying to introduce. We were at Dewey's last week and had a fun time there. Ate a lot. But it's really exciting, and we're getting things together, getting the band together, the volunteers, the youth council, all that sort of stuff. And I'm excited to work with so many wonderful people in the youth. And the youth that I've met thus far,
Yeah, they're awesome.
top notch.
And we have a great youth program. I mean, and it's just gonna go up a few notches now. Having them here,
I,
I think.
I
Yeah.
think so. But hey, I'm excited to follow the line of some people who've done some fantastic work with the youth, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to bring my own spin on
That's
it, but
right.
also live into some of the stuff we're already doing. I'm already looking for that hayride.
Yeah. I know, you're thinking about those s'mores. I know. what you're doing.
100%. Yeah.
Maybe the snakes will be gone from out there by then. They'll be sleeping.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. All right. Well, so the other cool thing that's going to happen on the podcast today is you had an interview with Pastor Morris.
Yes.
So we're going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to throw it over to you'll get to hear the interview. So,
Hey, excited for people to hear it. Yeah.
I know. And just.
And Morris gets to be on the podcast too, which is
Yes.
exciting for him.
Well, he likes the banter back and forth in here sometimes, but that was a little bit more controlled. So
Yeah.
he's fun. So look for. Hopefully, we'll get some good footage tomorrow night of the competition.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll make sure that doesn't get deleted or anything.
Yeah, and we'll get that to Rojo to get on the TikTok, or you can put it on the TikTok.
The Tic Tac?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll give you access.
Sounds good.
Yes, it'll be fun.
All right.
All right. Well, if you want to learn more about Christ Church, you can visit our website at christgreensboro.org. Or if you have questions or want to hear more about something on the podcast, you can email us at info@christgreensboro.org. And Pastor Garrett, we're so happy to have you here, and thank you for being on the podcast.
Well, thank you for
Do
having me.
you have anything to share before we throw it over to the little interview?
Shout out to my mama and my daddy and Will, Lizzie, love you guys, and stay in school.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Pastor Garrett. We will talk to you soon, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey Christ Church, Pastor Morris here. It's so good to be with you this afternoon. Today it's my privilege to introduce you to Pastor Garrett Collins.
Hey, guys.
Pastor Garrett is one of our new pastors on staff here at Christ Church. He's going to be working with youth and technology, and we are excited to have him and his family with us. So Pastor Garrett, welcome to Christ Church.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome.
Yeah. So tell us, what are you excited about being part of Christ Church today?
Yeah, it is, exciting to be a part of such a wonderful staff and being able to work with the youth and all the programming that has already been a part of that ministry here in the church. Really excited for the many trips we're going to be going on, some retreats, and the events that we can do both inside and outside the church walls, along with, both worship services on Sunday and everything that's going on here. It seems like something is always happening
Great.
at Christ UMC.
Kind of like drinking out of a fire hydrant, isn't it?
A little bit. Yeah.
Great. Well, we're glad that you're here. Tell us a little bit about your background, about your family.
Yeah. So I have been a Methodist minister for the past 7 years. working at some smaller churches in Rockingham and Stokes County. My family and I, we live in Jamestown. My wonderful wife Samantha is a PA for Carolina Kidney. And I have 2 children, Isaac, who is 4, and Jane, who is 2, going on 16 really with that personality. But yeah, it's really excited to be a part of such a church and being able to be close to home, because my commute went from 30 minutes to about 10 to 15 minutes depending on lights on Wendover.
Great. And I know you've done some really significant youth work up in Rockingham County. Could you just share just a couple of words about that?
Yeah, it was really neat for the last couple of years in Rockingham County. Because our churches are a little bit smaller, we decided to do a missional youth group where all the churches came together to do youth as one body. And so we were able to get a really wonderful grant from the district that helped us build a youth center. So we were doing your more typical youth stuff, but we also were able to open up the youth center a couple days a week for youth and community to just come and enjoy, maybe work on projects or print off homework or just play video games for a little bit. It was a really great place to be, and I miss it, but really excited about the work happening here.
Great. Well, we're really excited about the possibilities of the future and glad that you're here. So let me end our time together just asking you a few questions. Carolina or Duke?
UNC for undergrad, Duke for grad school, but Tar Heels have my heart.
All right, good to hear. Nintendo or PlayStation?
Well, Nintendo growing up, but I'm kind of a PlayStation guy now.
Okay, good to know. And how about favorite season of the year?
Love the fall, Halloween, it's my birthday, but just love the change in the season. And hey, it's when youth kicks off too, so really excited about that.
Great. Well, again, we're glad to have you here. And Pastor Garrett's going to be here Wednesday evening for Welcome Wednesday. He'll be preaching in a couple of weeks. So I hope you'll make every effort to email him, to come to church and meet him, and offer him a warm Christ Church welcome.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you. Glad you're here.